Hey Capricorn, we're going to do your reading. How are you guys? This is going to be a like really powerful reading. I got a lot of messages already. These two came through and we'll go over them. Body, language, and posture. I got to put them where I'll remember. And then something about you. I thought this was crazy because this was the first card that came out. But I had been feeling this. You're right about something that maybe somebody resisted you on or argued with you about. You were right, but look at this card that came out right after I wrote this. Convince yourself, not others. So don't worry about being right or like letting others know you're right. There's something here about being the high priestess. The high priestess is somebody, she knows things, but she doesn't have to share. She's just kind of aloof and she kind of sits back and watches. So strong message there. We'll go into these two also later, but very first card that came out, let me get these in order. These two flew out and that's when I knew like the cards were warm and I could stop, pre-shuffling. But the Lovers in reverse and the Three of Wands. So something you knew, I think it's that somebody in maybe a third party or something else was not quite over. I feel like there might have been a return, but that is, there's progress towards, so crazy how these came out. I don't remember these. I know these were last, so it must have been this one. There's progress towards, confusion or being dealt with as an option. The Death card is something ending. I think something that you thought was over wasn't over and now it's over. And I think it's outside interference. And this is basically saying that it's something is going to be cut out. Truth is going to be exposed. I feel like this is a good thing. Okay. I do. So let's go ahead and get started. Temperance is, it's patience and balance. It's the opposite of knee jerking, and it's also doing things with self-control, things in moderation. Okay. Here is another message. Oh, stick around to the end because we're going to do either an intuition test or a yes/no question with the pendulum. But okay, so look, I'm going to do a whole video on posture and body language. But since I don't have one yet, maybe, YouTube it or Google it. Your posture, the way you hold your body upright, not only does it make others, see you differently, but it makes you literally have more energy, more self-confidence. It's just something that you might need to work on, somebody. And then another thing is this the best use of my time? These just came through, while I was pre-shuffling. So maybe you're watching too much tarot. If tarot is becoming habitual or addictive or confusing, then, I'd reset your energy and stop watching it for 2-3 days. If it is an unhealthy thing for you, I would stop watching it totally. Okay? It's supposed to be helpful, not confusing. So, throughout the day, maybe set an alarm that goes off and says, is this the best use of my time? Is what I'm doing right now the best use of my time? And what I am getting from this is somebody kind of slumped in a, crunched or crouched over posture, maybe sitting in bed on a phone or tablet or something. And then time goes by, and if they had just gotten up and jumped up and down or wiggled or shook or whatever to wake up their body, they wouldn't be sitting there anymore. So there's some habits maybe that need to change. Okay, don't get mad at me, just what I'm telling you what I'm getting. All right, so just split the deck at the Lovers again. So I feel like that Lovers card in reverse is going to flip around. That's what I think. But let's go ahead and see what's going on. We'll do an angel. We'll get some advice from Spirit at the end. We're going to look at your person, what they're thinking, how they're feeling. I think somebody's deciding not to move. Could be to move. There's a decision about moving, but this is good. This is forward motion. The Chariot is, often it's destiny. But the Chariot is plunging forward. It's perseverance. And then this Judgment card is reconciliation. So we could look at it two ways. It did fall out upside down. Again, this could indicate that somebody, if your person is with someone else, or what you thought was over, it ended up not being over. That kind of energy is turning around. I don't know why I didn't keep those out. Okay, let's look at Capricorn's energy. What is your energy? What's going on with you? I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys. Whenever I get down, I just look at the comments and I get it just warms my heart. Thank you so much for all your sweet comments. And for those of you that hit the thumbs up before the video even, goes live, thank you for that. That's just, I see that and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I love that. So, okay, so Eight of Swords. So this is, Eight of Swords is, feeling tied, but it is mental. And then we have King of Swords. So lots of thinking, maybe obsessing over a situation. Hangman. Yeah, I feel like somebody told you that it was over with somebody else, and maybe it wasn't. But look at this. Six of Wands. This is your person. Victory and success. Recognition. Justice. I'm going to stop shuffling and take these. Okay, so Justice on the bottom of the deck, Libra energy. Things will be, its overall energy is about things being evened out. Seven of Cups. I'm going to put this, I think this goes here because these two came out together. I want to count them together. So the overall energy is Six of Wands. I might have to do another spread just because of that. So look at this, bottom of the deck, under the Justice card, the Tower in reverse. So whatever happened that bothered you or hurt you, Justice is going to play out. Oh my gosh, Judgment. Wow. Justice and Judgment. Some of you might be in something legal, a legal situation. If you have Gemini, I don't know where it's posted. I have a couple Gemini videos that I didn't post because they were just so much about deception. And but if you look in the comments of the last Gemini video, you'll see where people said, I wish you would post those videos, and there's links. There are two videos that I didn't post because there was a death of a family member, inheritance, and it was just, I just don't, I just wasn't comfortable. Anyway, how they view you, wow, shutting down your love. Like maybe even they think you don't love them anymore. Because the Knight of Cups in reverse, or at least you're not showing love. Page of Cups. Their next action is they're going to communicate. It's not over. You might think it's over. Behind the scenes, truth, clarity. I think something's being revealed. I really do. Oh my gosh. Two of Cups in the advice if you choose to take it. So Two of Cups is a reminder that you don't give yourself to someone who's not reciprocal. Okay, I'll put this here. Do not give yourself to someone who's not reciprocal. I know you guys can't see these. Hold out for the time and place when somebody can show up equally for you. Okay, Two Cups is two people that love each other, two people that show it, two people that express it, two people that are available. So if this person's not available right now, and you'll know. I mean, when we're in love, people feel secure, unless they're in a position where they can't, be with you or whatever. Outcome, Queen of Wands, looks like you're going to be in your fire, in your passion, decisive actions. Your energy with the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords is you're stuck in mental, but I feel a big glitch in that. The King of Swords, the sword is down, so there's not a lot of movement. Lots of communication coming though. Wow, looks like a new beginning. Okay, tell me about the recent past, Capricorn. I think something's brewing. Like if your person is with someone else, I feel like that something's brewing in that scenario. You know, it might look like everything's all fine and dandy, but look how I said that. Look how that showed up on the bottom after I said that. I feel like there's something negative brewing. And if you're looking on their social media, you know, it's called fake book for a reason. We only post the good stuff. So a smile does not mean they're totally happy. Not that you're supposed to be, you know, focused on someone you're not with. You're supposed to be focused on yourself and growing yourself. And if you guys are using those techniques that, you know, I talk about in the other videos, like the push-pull and the, you know, removing your energy, it's going to work, okay? So anyway, so we have the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. So this, again, what did I say? You were right. There was something you knew. The High Priestess is, she knows things. I mentioned her in the beginning. The Nine of Cups is blessings. It's a lot of love. So maybe this was looking like somebody is kind of questioning if the other loves them, and that is the case. And look at this. Okay, the Divine Masculine, the Emperor, Aries energy, and the Hierophant. Some long-term situation is gonna cycle out, and you're gonna get communication about that. Let's look at what else. But Capricorn, remember, I never think it's a good idea to sit still and be stagnant. Because it could take a long time. Look at that, 4 of Cups. Yeah, this is, you know, thinking about something. It's a lost opportunity or a missed opportunity. And the Knight of Cups is somebody that comes in slow. You don't want to wait. This is exactly what I just said. You do not want to wait. You want to move on, be your better self, reinvent yourself. I think reinventing yourself is the best, absolute best way to, I'm going to get one more card. The best way to, you know, help yourself with heartbreak. And for those of you who always say in the comments, it's hard. It's hard until it's not hard. You know, I mean, everything is hard when we first start. New jobs, new house, moving, projects. Everything is hard when we first start. New yoga, if you're trying yoga like me, it's hard. But that doesn't stop us from doing it. It doesn't stop us from doing a new job where we have to learn. It doesn't stop us from working out. It's something that is just hard until you do it, you know, and then you build new neurotransmitters, new neural pathways, thought of habits of thinking, and it's habitual, right? So the great thing about our brain is it can be rewired. So when you stop doing what you're doing that's keeping you stuck, some of you don't even need to hear that. Things will turn around because your brain, it gets easier each time because the new neural pathways are strengthening as you continue them. And that means when you have a negative thought or you want to cry, you do 5 jumping jacks or you distract yourself with something else. Now, I'm not saying to totally ignore the pain. I think it is, I'm learning about this. I do think it's healthy to accept it. This hurts. This is unfair. This sucks. It hurts. Like, let yourself feel that pain, and then literally this will help if you start doing this. The thought comes in and you're like, okay, yeah, that hurts, but I'm not going to get stuck there. And then dust your hands off, shake your fingers out. It's like energetically you can let go of negative energy, and I am learning about that because I want to share that with you. So I'm just starting to learn. But 4 Cups, anyway, the World card, the cycle's going to complete. Things are going to be, I just feel like I'm not... It's not over, okay? I'm not getting a lot. Tell me more about the future. You're going to be back in your power, Capricorn. Probably this person come around. I feel like it's within a month something is brewing. Yeah, like a walking away. But geez, I'm also feeling money for you guys. Let me see if I can get some money. So talking about manifesting, let me tell you guys what happened. So I've been wanting, so I got birthday money back in April. and I was afraid to spend it. I'm always afraid of, not having enough money each month. So I was afraid to spend it, and but I really wanted an Apple Watch because I'm trying to reinvent myself and, get back into healthy workout habits and fitness and all that. And I've been wanting the Apple Watch, right? And there were two that I wanted. There was, you can skip ahead if you want, but there was the Nike one, which I was like, I really like that because it's like sporty, and I'm trying to, get back into my old sporty routines and stop being a, couch potato. And when I say couch potato, I'm always on my computer. I'm not ever, I don't really watch TV. So it's always working, but it's not the most productive thing. It's not the best use of my time. So I was torn between the big face and the smaller face, and the Nike watch or the pink, like rose gold with the pink band. So I ended up ordering the Nike one because I know Christmas is coming up and I'm probably going to get, some Christmas money. But they sent me both. They sent me two watches. So, it's hard. I don't know what to do, but a few people have said they'll just let you keep it. So can you believe that? It's not just that they sent me two watches. It's that they sent me the exact two I was torn between. How? That can't be coincidental. It is freaking freaky. So I'm going to, give it a few weeks and make sure that it doesn't show up as a charge. Or I don't know. I just need to figure out how to call them. But anyway, I have this feeling they're going to say, keep it. And I'm going to give it, be able to give it away as a gift. So crazy. Isn't that crazy? Don't y'all think that's crazy? Okay. So King of Swords, money. I'm asking money. 4 cups. Okay, so your ship there's always another ship. So don't think that you missed out. You haven't. 4 of Pentacles is fear of lack. And I was feeling that. Don't focus too much on hanging on to things like clothes you don't wear and, stuff that you can let go of because you're afraid you won't get more. Because that blocks the energy flow of money and abundance. You got to not be afraid of, I'm not saying go spend a whole lot, be wise about it, but you got to have movement when it comes to money and manifesting, okay? And then look at that, 6 of Pentacles. That's enough to give. This is enough to, it's generosity, and you've got the Sun card here. That's kind of crazy. That's beautiful, right? So, looks like money. But the message, something new. Something new and stable. This is like a blessing, a new venture. There it is again. Yeah, you're not stuck to one thing. This is that, ship, waiting for your ship to come in, or, but you're not stuck with only one thing. There's always another ship. So whether that's regarding a love interest or a money or an opportunity, there's more. But remember, I think you guys got to find that balance of, not having fear of lack, but also not missing opportunities. Stay aware. Posture, hold your body up, and, use good body language. Confident body language, it not only has an effect on how others see us, but it has a major psychological effect on how we see ourselves. Let's do an angel message, and then we'll do the intuition test. Let your past go. Look at that. So the burden of carrying your past around has made you weary. Dear one, it's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. Go for it at the bottom of the deck. So here, and I'm asking for love and money. Look at this. Shower of abundance after go for it. So I think it is let go of the negativity or the things, the fight or whatever you were right about. let go of that and focus, redirect that onto, money. So it says, go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. I'm getting chills on this one, so this is really powerful for somebody. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. Is this not totally coherent, coinciding with the reading? To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow. If you guys want to put your manifestations in the comments, I'll circle back for several days or a week, and I'll double down and help and read them back, and I'll help you manifest. Okay. I also think your heart chakra needs to heal. I'm not going to get into these, but we've got heart chakra and wedding. So put your manifestations in the comments. Just like I'll put, I'm so happy and grateful for my amazing 100,000 subscribers, and that's what I'm manifesting, right? So that's how you word it. So you say, I'm so happy and thankful for all the money I have in the bank, or for having so much more than I can spend, or for I'm so happy and grateful for my continuous abundance, stuff like that, okay? Or I'm so happy and grateful for my twin flame union, whatever you're manifesting. Just make it really simple like that, okay? And I'll go back and read it and send you guys manifesting vibes. So make sure you're subscribed. I do think your energy comes through clearer when you're subscribed, and you do have to be subscribed to win the $100 gift card and the bracelets and the candle and the chimes and all that. Okay, let's go ahead and do 3. I'm gonna lay out 3 crystals, and you guys are gonna see if you can tap into which one I'm focused on. Oh, okay, so that's a crystal quartz. Okay, I love this. It looks like little butterflies in a garden. So that's the second one. And then here we have the heart quartz. And if you chose the heart, you are correct. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your story, where you're watching from, and make sure you leave a gazillion comments if you want, so you will be more likely to win the prizes. Love you. Bye, Capricorn.